It is Wednesday, April 1st, no pranks today, just some big coronavirus updates for sports fans, and a Zoom security flaw you should be aware of if you're one of the many people learning how to video conference now. The outbreak has canceled another big sporting event, and this time it's the tennis fans that are going to be disappointed. The 134th Wimbledon Championships were canceled today and will now be held in June and July of 2021. But there is a silver lining for sports fans who are hungry for action. Plans are reportedly in the works to pit Tom Brady against Peyton Manning in a coronavirus charity golf match. The 2-on-2 matchup would have the NFL stars pair up with golf legends Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. Negotiations are still ongoing according to the report, but this could happen as soon as May. Alright, smart move, wearing gloves and other protective gear when you're out in public. Not so smart move, throwing it on the ground after you're done with it. We captured photos of a new kind of litter that's becoming more and more common. Here's some of what we saw in Boston this week. Be smart, protect yourself with whatever you got, but be smarter and throw your trash away. Zoom has exploded in popularity, but it's also exposed some serious bugs in the service. First, we had Zoom bombing, where strangers harass participants in their virtual meetings, and now a security flaw has been found that lets hackers steal Windows passwords. For now, just be careful and don't click on strange links from people you don't know on Zoom. Hospital bed shortage is a major concern in this outbreak. In Massachusetts, they started converting Worcester's DCU Center into a makeshift hospital with 250 beds to treat coronavirus patients. As someone that likes to go and have some fun at local breweries and feel like life is as normal as possible right now, this is pretty great. Crafted Company in Boston is hosting live virtual tours at breweries. The cool part is that they give you a list of 4 featured beers you can have for a guided tasting along with the brewers. NBC 10 Boston and NECN asked viewers to share their stories about how the coronavirus has affected their lives. Here are some of the responses we got from everyday people just trying to get by in a totally new world.
My livelihood comes from being outside, being with people, especially in close proximity with people. When all of this started happening, my day job became unsafe. And so we shut down, and I've been sort of dealing with the aftermath of that. I mean, we are not being paid.
I am a little concerned because I have asthma. Suddenly a health condition that I normally don't think about very much except as a minor inconvenience, like I can't pet my friends' dogs as much as I would like to, has become something that puts me at potentially higher risk of severe illness or death. It definitely changes how you move in the world to know about those risks, and I think a lot of folks with different kinds of more severe ailments, disabilities, chronic health issues are in the same boat.
I work part-time for 2 different museums, one that's affiliated with a local college and one that's a more popular tourist site in Boston, and my husband works in the food service industry, so we've both been hit pretty hard. We're almost as afraid of not being able to pay our rent and expenses than we are of actually getting sick ourselves. I mean, we're more afraid of getting sick, but because there's nothing really in place to deal with that, but it's like the fears are almost equal, economic and illness.
Well, I'm 73 years old, and my husband is 74, so we're nervous. We're scared. I have 4 children and 11 grandchildren, and they all live in Franklin, and I can't see any of them. So that's difficult. And I get weepy when I talk. I'm sorry. It's just something I've never experienced before. It's frightening. It's isolated us from our family. They've been doing our errands for us, but they only pull in the driveway and leave our groceries outside. I would love to be able to hug them and hold them and all that, but we can't because we're afraid we're going to get something.